Listen, we've all been there before, all right? One day you look in the mirror and you are just so unsatisfied with what you see looking back at you, right? You are unsatisfied with the way that your clothes fit. You are unsatisfied with the way that your body feels every single day that you wake up. So from that moment, you decide, I want to get into the best shape of my life. And so you lock everything in, all right? You eat less carbs, you work out more each week, you start drinking less alcohol or maybe even no alcohol, right? You start getting more steps. You start going to sleep earlier. You start doing all of the things that you think are going to get you into that amazing shape. A couple months go by and you were right. You have achieved so many great results. You're not exactly where you want to be yet. It's only been a few months, but you're seeing the momentum. You're seeing the progress that you have always wanted to see and feel. You are doing everything right. But then you go on vacation with the family, right? Or you have to travel for a week for work. And so you think, okay, it'll be okay, right? I'll just continue what I've been doing. I'll try my best when I'm out there traveling again for vacation, for work, whatever it may be. But then, of course, things get out of hand. You're away from your house. You're away from your regular routine. You come back home after that traveling trip and you step on the scale. You've gained 10 pounds, right? You've gained weight. You are crushed mentally. You think, holy shit, it's been a week, it's been 7 days, and it feels like all of the progress, all of the hard work that I've put in just got thrown out of the window in 7 days, right? And at this point, most people, they quit at this point. They quit, right? Because they think if all my progress gets blown out of the water from 7 days, I don't want to just put all that work in, get right back on a track, achieve all of those results again. If there's another chance that when I travel again, I'm just going to lose all of that progress once again. I don't want that to happen again. And so again, most people quit. And so today, that is exactly who I'm talking to. That person that knows that they can be in the best shape of their life for decades into the future if it weren't for losing all of that progress because they travel often, right? It is 100% possible, again, to get into the best shape of your life, to be and stay in the best shape of your life for decades to come, even while traveling frequently and often. It is possible, but only if you have a system and you have routines that are set in place, set in stone, so that when you do go travel, you don't get off track, right? It doesn't ruin all of your progress. You stay on track, and that when you come home, it's like nothing happened. That you stay on track and you keep on achieving amazing results with your physique and with your health and performance. So again, that is exactly who I'm talking today and what we are talking about in this video. The system and the blueprint that I myself even follow, as well as all of my clients follow, so that when you travel, you stay on track and that you keep achieving amazing results. Okay, so the first piece to this all, traveling while staying on track with everything health and fitness, the mindset, right? You have to have the right mindset because that's where everything starts. Your body, everything is going to follow what your brain and what your mentality says to do. All right, so again, the first step is setting the mindset. And that mindset is so simple. All it is maintaining, not progressing. When you are traveling, you are away from your regular diet. You are away from your regular gym equipment, what you have access to. You are away from your own bed in your bedroom. All right, so how do you expect to progress as much as regular if you are away from all of that? If you are in a different situation and different circumstances, right? And so being away from all of that, it's all about maintaining. How can I maintain all of this progress, the momentum that I have building all the way up until this travel when it starts? How do I maintain so that when I come back home, I don't have to start all over again? I can avoid that restarting process if I just maintain. That's all I'm focusing on, is maintaining all the progress and momentum that I have built up, so that again, when I get back home, all I have to do is stay on track. Stay on track and continue building and progressing once again, right? Instead of always trying to progress, that's what allows and that's what forces people to crash and burn and have to restart, because they're always just constantly thinking about how can I progress today, even when I'm away from everything that allows me to progress, right? We're just focused on maintaining while traveling. Enjoy the time while you're out there so that when we get back home, we're in the same exact position as when we left and we continue progressing. Simple as that. Maintain, not about progressing. The second piece to all of this is tracking. Tracking as much as you possibly can while you are out there traveling. Right? And I'm talking about your nutrition. I'm talking about your sleep. I'm talking about your exercise, right? Everything that is going in your body and everything that you are expending from your body. All right. The nutrition is a huge one, right? When you're traveling, again, you're away from your regular diet. Maybe you don't even have a kitchen that you have access to, right? Maybe a microwave, right? But you're eating out a lot. You want to be tracking as much as you possibly can, especially with that nutrition. And the biggest hack for traveling and tracking is pre-tracking, right? So if you know what restaurants you're going out to eat at, pre-track. Look at the menu, say, okay, this looks good. Let's track it in MyFitnessPal first. Before I even consume it, let's track it, see what's everything that's in it. And if it's too much, you haven't even eaten it yet, right? You're just tracking first. So it's too much. You can actually take things off. Maybe I don't order the fries with this hamburger, right? Something simple like that. You take off the fries, you take off some calories and say, okay, this is going to work. This fits with my daily requirements with all of my nutritional goals. I've pre-tracked it so that when I go to this restaurant, I know exactly what I can eat. I know that it's exactly on point and I'm still on point with all of my goals. Again, this is with exercise too, right? Make sure you're tracking, okay, I'm only at 5,000 steps for the day. Usually I get 15,000. Let's at least aim for 10,000 steps today while I'm traveling with the family, while I'm out on a work trip. All right. Steps, nutrition, water, sleep. Track as much as you possibly can. Again, what's going in as well as what's going out of your body so that you know what is happening and what you need to do while you're out there. Again, maybe you haven't even eaten enough protein and you didn't know it, but you will know it because you are tracking everything. Maybe I need to go out and get a protein shake really quickly to get myself from 150 grams of protein up to 180, right? It's all about tracking, knowing everything that's going on while you're away from home so that you can maintain and stay on track as much as possible. Now let's talk about locking in the big three. I call it the big three. Again, what I follow as well as what all of my clients follow, the big three: nutrition, sleep, and exercise. All right, we've already been talking about these three, but these are the only things that you need to be focusing on while you are out traveling, while you are away from home. Exercise. Even if you don't have access to a real gym like you usually would at home, right, with your home gym or with your gym membership, whatever, you don't have access to any gym equipment. Maybe you have to do calisthenic body weight movements. You have to make sure that you're getting, again, enough steps every single day. Your exercise, lock in the exercise that you're doing. Do you have access to a gym? Do you not? Figure that out before you go out there so that you can lock in the first piece of the big three: exercise. The next piece, again, is nutrition, one of the most important parts. Make sure that you're tracking as much as possible, like I said, focusing on getting that protein anchor every single day, anchoring every single meal around protein. What is my protein source? And then from there, for every single meal, what are the carbs that I'm going to add in and what are potentially some fats that I can add in, right? Having that protein anchor, ensuring that you are on point with all of your macro and micronutrients, as well as your calorie goals for the day, staying on point with nutrition. And then the third piece of the big three: sleep. This is the one that kills everybody when they are traveling. All right. They're away from their own bed. Some people have the worst ability to fall asleep if it's not their own bed. And in this situation, what are ways that you can ensure you can still get as much sleep as possible while you're out there? Maybe you have to think of a quick supplement stack that's going to help you fall asleep faster, lower cortisol levels while you're out there traveling, and ensure that you stay asleep for longer. Right? That sleep aspect. What is a routine that I can set in stone? Again, that's a big piece of building the routines first while you're at home, while everything is controllable, so that when you go travel, you are still following those routines that you have set for yourself, maybe a full nightly routine that helps you wind down for the night, fall asleep faster, and stay asleep for longer. All right. This third piece of today's video is locking in the big three, because that is all you have to focus on. If you follow and focus on the big three, tracking as much as possible, ensuring that these are locked in, you are simply just going to maintain so that when you get back home, you continue progressing. What do you do when you were making decisions while you were out there traveling, right? You ate a bit too much, maybe you drank too much, you didn't drink enough water, you didn't get enough exercise, you slept horribly out there, you come home and you end up gaining a few pounds. What do you do in this situation if you weren't able to have everything under control and just try and maintain everything while traveling? All right, again, let's say you've gained 10 pounds. You step on the scale, you were 180 before you left, now you're 190 pounds the next morning after traveling and coming back home. It's so simple. Just get back onto track. Right? Don't punish yourself. Don't think you need to excessively cut your carbs. Don't think you need to, the worst thing you can possibly do is take a nap. After you've come home from vacation or from traveling, the worst thing you can do is take a nap. Thug it out until the end of the night, until when you regularly go to sleep, and then wake up tomorrow morning, the regular time that you wake up, right? My point is, don't punish yourself. If you have gained a few pounds, if you have not put yourself in a good situation after traveling, you're angry at yourself, be angry, but don't punish yourself. Just simply get back on the track. Get back to your normal routine. All right. You don't have to do all these things to re-regulate your system. It'll happen if you just get back to your regular routine. All right. One of the most important things is just making sure that you hydrate properly the day you get back, and especially the day after that you get back home. All right. Rehydrate, drink a lot of water, make sure you flush everything out. Re-regulate your system. Again, it'll happen on its own. Get some sunlight in the morning. If you have a training workout scheduled the next day, it's on your weekly split. Just do that. Don't change anything up because you have gained a few pounds. It's not going to stay. A lot of it is due to inflammation. A lot of it is water retention. A lot of carbohydrates from those meals eating out while traveling, right? It's all just going to work itself out. Don't punish yourself. The protocol to follow after not being in the position that you wanted to be when you get back home is simply following your regular routine. It's that simple. Again, the biggest piece there is just do not nap. Do not mess up your sleep schedule. All right. Go to sleep at your regular time, wake up at your regular time, and just get back on the track. So there you have it. How to stay on track, how to avoid the whole restarting process after traveling as a business owner, after traveling for work or for vacation, whatever it may be. If you are traveling away from home, this is exactly what to do, how to stay on track. Again, having that mindset and mentality of just maintaining so that when I get back home, I can then start again that process of progressing. So many people that I've talked to through Instagram or in real life are saying and using the excuse, travel is always the number one thing that keeps them from their goals with their health and fitness. All right. And it shouldn't be. Yes, it makes things more difficult, but it shouldn't be the sole reason of why you are not in the best shape of your life. It just takes a little bit more planning, a little bit more preparation, a little bit more discipline to stay on track with all of these things while you are away from your own home, so that when you come back, you know exactly what you can do to keep on progressing for decades into the future, receiving all of those amazing results. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a comment under the video. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more videos like this on how to improve and enhance your performance as a business owner, CEO, and high performer through your health. That's the core. It all starts from your health, how you take care of your body, so that everything else is easier because you are in that prime situation and prime circumstance. If you are looking for one-on-one personalized coaching to get you into that best shape of your life with sustainable results that will last a lifetime, make sure you head over to my Instagram, drop me a follow, and DM me the word ready. That obviously tells me that you are ready to take your health and physique to the next level and to that highest possible level for yourself. And again, achieving those sustainable results for decades to come.